Hi, and thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Running a small business can be so exciting, but it also comes with a lot of challenges. And staying organized is key to ensuring the smooth operations of your business and maximizing your productivity because nobody wants to spend more time in the office. So today we're going to explore 3 strategies that you as a small business owner, solopreneur, salesperson, coach, consultant, you can use to get organized quickly and efficiently. So first, you want to streamline your digital assets. And so this is going to include utilizing cloud storage. And the reason why is because by utilizing cloud storage, you will have an ongoing automatic backup of every file that you have on there. So whether you are using Dropbox, OneDrive, iCloud, whatever you have, just make sure, Google Drive, I'm sorry, I don't know why I missed the biggest one there. Make sure that you are using it and make sure that you are saving. I save all of my documents in the cloud, just in case something were to happen to your computer. If you were to have fire, theft, flood, or just the thing shuts down and turns itself into a brick, if you have cloud storage, you can recover so much faster from a catastrophic failure like that. You also want to implement digital task management as part of this type of streamlining. So whether that's something like Monday or Evernote, whatever you use to track your projects and assign tasks to team members, pick one, use it, get everyone on board, and you will spend a lot less time sending emails and texts back and forth with people on your team. And even if you are a solopreneur, this just allows you to keep better track of projects and make sure that you're not dropping one of those 15 balls that you have up in the air. You also want to automate the repetitive tasks that you have. So if there are things that you do automatically over and over, a piece of software like Zapier or If This Then That can help you automate a lot of those things. So that can be email replies, social media scheduling, and other things that you know is like, okay, when this trigger happens, this other thing always gets done. If you can create the software automation to just make that happen automatically, you only have to do the first trigger and then the other things will take care of themselves. So that's number 1. That's all included in the digital streamlining. Number 2 is just take care of your physical space. So you want to make sure that you are decluttering your desk very regularly. Sort through that stack of papers, go through, if you're like me and you have 5 different to-do lists at the end of the week, and some of the tasks are duplicated, some of them have been checked off on this one and not that one, just go through those and have, create one list for the next week. Get rid of those unnecessary items, have drawers and folders and storage areas for all the different materials, because an organized space is going to lead to fewer distractions during the day and let you get a lot more done. Along those lines, make sure you have some efficient storage solutions. So shelves, cabinets, folders, drawers, notebooks, labels, just whatever you need to be able to find things quicker. Because I work with individual companies and I like to keep all of their information completely separate, each of my clients that I work with has their own designated folder for any kind of printed documents that I have. They have their own digital folder for everything that I have created, any assets for them, any kind of deliverables, that all lives in Google Drive, and that gets shared with that owner. And then they also have their own composition notebook. And I just write the name of the company right on the front, and the only notes that go into that notebook are notes for that client. So that's how I kind of navigate that situation in my business. If you do something that fits your needs along those lines, I think you will find it easier to get a lot more done, and you'll stop chasing all those different pieces of papers that you maybe like have difficulty finding. Because if you're even spending 5 minutes a day, every single day, trying to find something that you can't find for a client or something that you need for a project, that adds up over the course of a month or a year. And if we could just even get those 5-10 minutes back every day, then, you know, we can really start to make a difference in your life. Which leads us to step 3, which is time management techniques. This is crucial for every small business because you are juggling multiple tasks simultaneously. And we all know that you cannot do multiple things at the same time and do them well. It's actually more efficient to work on one task at a time than it is to try to multitask. As much as I know, especially females think that they are fantastic at multitasking, there have been studies after studies after studies that show that it's, no matter how good you are multitasking, you will be much more efficient if you work on a single task at a time. And so along those lines, it's important to prioritize those tasks. So I start every day by picking 3 big tasks that I'm going to complete. And those tasks are typically 60 to 90-minute tasks or projects. And the best part about how I run my business is that when I complete each task, I also already have written down at the beginning of the day my reward for completing that task. So that might be taking 10 minutes on the patio with a cup of coffee, or dancing to my favorite song, or taking a walk around the neighborhood. I have those things to look forward to. And as much as I love my business and love helping my clients and doing the work that I do, it's always nice to know that I'm going to have a break. And for me, those breaks include going outside as much as possible. The other thing that's going to help you with time management is time blocking. And so this is when you allocate specific blocks of time for different activities. And so if you are running your social media, you might need to block off a couple hours at the beginning of every month, or maybe you take 45 minutes at the beginning of every week and you just knock out all your social media for that week. But you have that blocked off. So if that's 9 a.m. Monday morning, you do not, under any circumstance, let anyone else take that time from you. You need to block off time for you and your business in the same way that you block off time for your client meetings and the time that you need to block out for your client deliverables. And this also includes your self-care. So whether that's going to the gym, doing yoga, reading for an hour in the middle of the day, if you are doing the kind of work and you're just the kind of person that needs to take a 20-minute nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, block that off and protect that time, because that is in the long run going to make you so much more productive and make you so much more money just by prioritizing yourself and your business in the same way that you prioritize your clients. And third to this time management section is delegating and outsourcing. It's so important that you realize that as a business owner, you do not have to do everything on your own. So for a lot of you, that just means finding tasks that your team members are proficient at and they love to do, and maybe you don't love to do them. And so delegate tasks to those team members. If you don't have team members that are either capable of doing the task or have time to do the task, or maybe you just don't have any team members at all, outsource activities to professionals and freelancers. So this can be your bookkeeping, your social media management. Maybe, a lot of people, I'm one of them, I outsource part of my sales team simply because I would rather focus on supporting my clients than doing some of those very early on type of sales calls. So I have a sales team that I outsource to that vet clients for me. And then when they realize that they are working with someone that would be a good client for me, that's when I step in. And it just makes so much better use of the limited time that we all have, because nobody has found a way to create more than 24 hours in a day. So as you can see, getting organized is super powerful. It's not easy, but if you break it down into these small steps, it's pretty simple to get your small business more productive and more successful. Simply streamline your digital assets, optimize your physical space, and master your time management a little bit better than you are right now. Any type of small step is going to make huge results in your business. So one of the first things that you can do today is to pick one of these areas. So maybe it's signing up for Google Drive and making sure that all of your documents are being saved on Google Drive so that should there be some kind of catastrophic event, you have all your digital assets backed up. Or maybe you want to look at your calendar and start time blocking. And so the thing that you're going to work on is that you're going to block all of your time for the rest of this week or next week, whatever. And maybe for you, it's cleaning out your desk. Just declutter, remove all that extra paper, have one to-do list. Just really get yourself to the point where you can be more productive. And as you feel like you are mastering one of these steps, you can add another one next week. And in time, you will see huge exponential changes in your business. Please, if you have found this at all helpful, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like this video, share it with anyone else that you think might be able to get some value from this, and come back next week for more quick business tips. I'm Jennifer with Limitless Impact Agency.